See this motherfucker talking about.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field.
I know I suck at this shit, but shit.
And they're all set
Nigga, it's all fun to me.
With the Denver Broncos. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, set, 18 Gator.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Lock to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins got home that time.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both
Big Geno.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd.
Okay.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Geno Atkins able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Dalton here from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in.
I hate when they do this shit.
Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch the boot. Check. Practice. Hey, wahoo!
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. First and 10 for Dalton. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's Locke. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Throwing on first down is Locke. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd and 10. Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Block now to throw. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke, flush to his right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
I ain't catch that shit.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
I'll take it, though.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Now Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
He set me up for that one.
Touchdown, Cincinnati. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Nah, I ain't letting this nigga embarrass me now. Come on now. Let's go. Fuck this nigga, bro.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return.
All right,
here.
let's
He gets
go,
it out to
man.
the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up.
A lot of computer tackling, man.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield.
A lot of
You're not
computer
thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Locke, eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And now he spins free. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Let's get this thing on.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Here's Locke to throw. Flushed out right. And he fires one incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco?
Yo, faithful.
Under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Well, great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Dalton, 1st and 10. He gets this one to Boyd. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
93, 52, 93, 44, 45.
The first down throw coming for Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
To throw again. Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green in the final seconds of the first half. Now the Bengals, they won. And just before the Fins, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. Now, a little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively. Flacco looking for his first toss. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Bengals will get the football back. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
And Dalton to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on fourth down.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
So they are going for it. Now Dalton. Finding Green complete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory. And a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the postmortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision. No matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why?
There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 48 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Let's go, Flacco. Hey!
And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly
and
oftentimes on the move.
And
when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Fuck this nigga, bro. They do the same shit.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And that is incomplete. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because When you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right? These things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. For Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
Andy Dalton. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Flacco. His throw incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes and we'll be in great shape.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Flacco now just 2 out of 6 since coming on, but he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you, man.
Lindsey,
bitch.
34 yards.
Fuck you. Oh, shit, slip. Ah, shit.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes,
shit, slip, man. Fuck you.
But for big
Fuck,
ones
man.
to occur, the wide receivers have to block well
Motherfucker.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too,
Fuck
right?
this dude,
Without
bro.
a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Sit high over the top. All you gonna do is fucking gimmick shit, bro. Fuck this nigga, man. Fuck this motherfucker, man.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I
Fuck
don't
this
think that
nigga,
there's
bro.
any way you can run back.
Oh, God,
out there.
nigga, fuck this nigga, bro.
Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Fuck this
You're
punk,
going to
bro.
take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
45.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Going deep downfield for Roll. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati
I got some
score.
deep routes, man. This dude's not good at all.
His 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Come on, bro. Let's go,
In order to
man.
lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his
That's my
2nd
fault.
touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
That's my fault. That was stupid.
Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
Hurry up.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. He'll have a first down past the 40. Cuts right.
Fuck this nigga, bro. Suck my dick, nigga. Suck my dick, motherfucker. Suck my dick, motherfucker. Suck my dick, motherfucker. Suck my dick, motherfucker. Fuck this nigga, bro. Suck my nuts, nigga. Bitch ass.
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive.
Oh, and he drops it.
75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember,
Suck my motherfucking
is it a
nuts,
straight line,
nigga.
75 yards still. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Just sit on top of that. I think that's speed.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Open man is Ross, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, you gotta stop the speed, nigga.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. So Dalton now. That is incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Dalton now to pass. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Dalton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
50 cents. Gun. Hey, Charlie. Hurry up. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9. Flacco escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Flacco. Airing it out for Hamilton. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. He'll get this one to Patrick. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To pass, Flacco. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. Setting up to throw, Flacco.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Passing play, Flacco. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Flacco. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Gets past one man. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's Kevin Huber now. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. He'll take it at the 42. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
This is the tight end fan. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Flacco now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Here's Flacco. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Flacco looks to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
First down, Denver.
Like 80. You're over here. You're over here. Go, Ray. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go. Hey, Delta. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go. Give me something.
One last gasp for Flacco. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the air.
Man, that dude is not that fucking good, bro. Homie not that good, man.